What's up, Ippo fans? This is Reese,
This is Raphael.
and after a month of nothing, we get a triple threat this week with three chapters of Ippo. So let's start off with 982, A Step Towards the World.
Brilliant.
Raf,
Yeah, quick breakdown. Starts off with Ippo and Itigaki, talking about Vorg's upcoming title match in Las Vegas against the IBF champ, which is in a week. Ippo finds it strange, announced only yesterday, but it's in a week. Wondering how Vorg's going to be ready in time to train. Um, the champion was originally scheduled for someone else to fight, but they hurt themselves, so Vorg was just basically a stand-in for that. Ippo still can't understand this situation. Why would Vorg accept this? Moves on to him training with Kamagaya, who tells Ippo that Vorg may be making up for his failures in Japan by doing well against American boxers that are very favored, and that he's become too well known, making him an unofficial champion. Because he's ranked first, he should be able to get a title match, but the champion keeps avoiding him, and no one wants to support him as well, any companies. So they took the offer now to fight him because Vork himself and Dan Kenichi are both foreigners, so they have to take any chance they can to be noticed and get onto the world stage. Ippo decides he's definitely going to cheer him on, and Sendo arrives on the scene later on, saying that he wants to cheer him on as well, and they're both going to watch it together, seeing as they both fought him before, and it's an obligation. And yeah, chapter ends there with them running off.
you know what, man? This chapter is just, I love it, man. I love Ippo. Ippo's just bad boy. It's like, you know what I mean? Vorg is
Yeah,
one of my favorite characters to this day, and it's like, you know what I mean? Back in
it's
the
his,
day,
it's his
everyone's just
story,
like,
isn't it?
oh no, it's like, they said he was a failure in Japan. Yeah, barely. You know what I mean? This guy's the amateur world champion for
Mm,
one. He comes to the pro scene. He had
yeah,
about what, three fights?
yeah.
Yeah, it was three fights in it that he had. It was one against that guy who Date fought, and he basically just ended his career with the White Fang.
Mm.
Next match was against Ippo, which he lost against, and then one after that was Sendo, which he lost by a decision. So it's like, I don't know, you can't really call him a failure in Japan, man. He had three fights.
But that's what it's saying in the chapter, and I'm not calling him a failure. No way. This guy, he's, as I said, well, from what the chapter's showing, Ippo and even Sendo, and you know how Sendo is when it comes to rivals, acknowledge him as someone really powerful. So obviously, he's not really a failure. He's a failure statistically, in it,
But Joe makes me even more happy.
but
Just what they said in it, yeah, man. It's like he's number one in the world. He's like ranked number one,
that's what I said.
you
So
know, and
freaking
he
happy, man.
boosted there so quickly. It's like,
I
Volk's just a
remember,
bad man.
I remember America as well. That's like
Exactly. That's where
exactly,
boxing. That's where boxing is.
exactly.
That's it's boxing's big, like it's biggest over there. He's
I'm
fighting
re
in Vegas, man.
Exactly, that's
Vegas.
what I'm saying. He's on the he's against the big boys on the world stage. You know what I mean? So that's
Oh,
very impressive, man. Glad the guy's got his recognition now, man. His story was too sad. You know what I
of
mean?
course. So now
Especially
it's
with,
like,
yeah,
Vorg's on the scene and he's going to kick some ass. I cannot wait for that chapter to come out.
we need to see the White Fang again, man.
The White Fang rises, man.
Yeah, that would be a nice chapter. Can you imagine? Nice title chapter.
But it speaks a lot about Ippo's character, man. It's like, even though he's beating people, he still supports them,
Yeah, he
no matter who
respects
they
them,
are.
innit?
It's like Mashiba, remember when it's like Mashiba, he respects him a lot now, even though back in the day it's like he hated him. It's like,
Hated him,
cheat, you're a cheat.
yeah, for
But now it's just
breaking.
like, that's technically like his brother-in-law.
Well, exactly. Considering his little
Exactly.
sister.
That's cool. Good chapter.
It's all good, man. It was a really good chapter. We've been waiting ages. I mean,
A month and a half drought.
literally, if you guys could hear the bitching we were doing,
Uh,
it's just dedicated fans, man.
yeah, that's all it is, man. Being a dedicated Hippo fan, this manga's been going on for what, 22 years?
Same age as us in terms
It's
of that.
brilliant.
Literally, it's a lifetime.
So yeah, guys, that has been chapter 982. Rating wise, Raf, what would you give it?
Uh, I don't know what to give it. I wouldn't say 10 just because I just enjoyed it that much.
It
Like,
was the wait time, innit?
yeah, it was the wait time as well, but it was like it didn't really disappoint
Exactly, man.
either.
Exactly. It's like you had all your big names there, man. And
Exactly. Vorg,
what's the fact they
Sendo,
brought back
Ippo.
Sendo as well? Even better. You know,
Mm.
I've missed Sendo, man. I ain't seen him in ages.
Guy, he's a hilarious. He's just like the class clown of the boxing thing, but he's sick. Like,
Yeah, but rating wise, I would give it. I'm gonna go modest, like, and I'm going to give it a 8. I know that may
so
sound
we
not
give that
sound
a
that
9.
modest, yeah, but still, it's like it's Ippo, man. You gotta love Ippo.
Cool. So give that a 10. I mean a 9. Sorry, a 10. We try to slide that back in. Yeah. So a 9.
Meeting in the
Yes.
middle, yeah, 9.
Cool. I
So there
agree
you
with
have
that.
it. So there you have it. Ippo chapter 982 gets a 9 out of 10 from us. So guys, stay tuned for the next video because, like I said, this week has been a triple threat.
Full
So
threat. So yeah, next video in a bit.
yeah, stay tuned.